Hello and welcome back to my hot stream. Hex, Shards of Fate, Underworld campaign, 24th battle. Just finished the army, or what was it, Battle of Myth? It was crazy. You rummage through the abandoned tents and find little of value. You do discover a battered leather-bound journal with the initials BEOC embossed on the cover. Read the journal. Okay, day 6, we have been fortunate to encounter mostly mild weather. That is until this evening. As I sit writing this, we are huddled against a storm of unbridled ferocity. The rain lashes against the canvas of my tent as if there were knives wielded by a desperate maniac. We are planning our push north into the flattest, most perilous portion of the desert at daybreak. If the storm manages to peter out before morning, then we shall hold that schedule. Oh yes, I've heard tales of Coyote that can control the weather. Stormcallers, I believe they are called. Did one of them call down this monsoon upon us as punishment for some perceived slight? I didn't take them to be a particularly vindictive people. Or perhaps this storm is a means of trying to scare us away from making the journey north. Well, little do they know that we are cartographers. We traverse this world from one end to the other and have seen all manner of beauty and horror. We don't scare easily. Every so often I sense the ground shift under me. Perhaps I'm feeling the thunder from the storm vibrating the loose sand beneath my tent, but I'm not so sure. Sometimes I feel as if there is something slithering through the soil beneath us, something unfathomably large. Store the journal. And I think this gigantic thing is coming up now, which is called the Wormoid Queen. God, I have no idea. The coarse desert sands are littered with hundreds of bleached skeletons that surround massive round craters that plunge deep into the ground. Here we go. Oh, okay. Foreshadowing. It's like warning you, don't go any further. According to the map that Vincent gave you, this is the most remote and dangerous part of the desert. Animal bones, thousands of them, nearly turn the ground white. You peer over the lip of a jagged crater. It stretches dozens of meters in diameter and sinks down into the darkness. What could have possibly made such a chasm? Really? Okay. Maybe we'll find those lost gnomes after all. A colossal rumbling beneath the ground nearly knocks you off your feet. Yes. What? Okay, here we go. That's the red flag. Hey, it looks like a little town. We're not going to get attacked after all. By Jove, it is good to see an unfamiliar face. Are you Herbert? I found your journal in the south of here. Let's see. Yes, indeed I am. Forgive the hesitation, but I and my team have been trapped here so long, staring at nothing but sand. I barely forgot my own name, and you have my observation book. Were you sent here by Aurora herself to save us? Trapped. The Primal of Hope did not send me to find you. Vincent did. Trapped, stranded, marooned, destitute, exposed, high and dry. Oh, the severity of our conundrum. Calm down. Vincent sent me here to find you. Saints be praised, your timing could not have been more impeccable. Our supplies have run perilously thin. In a matter of days, we would have had to resort to eating our own fingers and toes. We can stay here no longer, yet we dare not venture south. I just crossed the desert, nothing happened, so basically on the way back I'm going to get attacked. Then you're favored by Kismet as well. Necrotic, yeah, it's great. The southern desert is teeming with wormoids. This ridge is rocky enough to keep them at bay, but if we attempt to venture towards the sands, we can feel them slithering beneath our feet. I felt something shifting below the sands as well. Wormoids! Even the baby ones are large enough to swallow a cow whole. Still, we must risk the journey. If we stay here, we'll certainly die. Which way should we go? As I see it, there are several routes we could take. The baby wormoids seem to congregate in the eastern part of the desert. They're the least dangerous, but there are a lot of them, and they tend to attack in swarms. Great, don't want swarms. Not like the piranhas. There are fewer wormoids in the western desert, but they are much older and much larger. What about the most direct route through the heart of the desert? Oh no, absolutely not. Out of the question. That is where the mother wormoid lives. It would be pure insanity to cross through her domain. Only a lunatic would even consider it. Still, you are our savior, Necrotic, so I shall defer the decision to you. How much of your team should I take with me? I'll leave that up to you as well. It may be safer to take several trips back and forth with a few of us at a time, or you could try taking us all in one go. Hope that Kismet is still with you and that her whims favor us in this endeavor. Wow, so this is like a little RPG thing going on here. This is cool. Add any number of lost gnomes to your deck to help them cross the desert. Oh god. So I'm going to be ruining my deck. For every 3 lost gnomes you add to your deck, you will also automatically add 2. Yeah, of course. Because how else are you going to manage that? You don't want to flood. How many? Oh my god, 20. If you had 0 lost, you can cross the desert without being attacked. Damn, what do I do? I did not research this at all. I could take half and then take 2 trips. I could take all of them and fight the mother of all massive worms. Let's get in tears. I should be conservative. Because just looking at the Wormoid Queen, she has an ability to create 5 random Wormoids and put them underground. Then she burrows. In the lair of the Queen, before the start of the game, gain a bunch of stuff. Broods burrowing when a Wormoid surfaces, gain a charge. So she just... Yeah, that's scary. So looking at the map, so I'm right now looking at this map here. We have lots of different Wormoids that we could end up fighting. Fire-breathing Wormoid. Put a random Wormoid from your deck underground when it Wormoid up. Same thing. Deal 1 damage to target troop. Wow. Flame spitting. Flame spitting 1. We got normal Wormoids. Target troop gets this. Deals double. Whoa. Deals double damage. That's pretty strong. At the end of your turn, your underground troops get Rage 1, so they can also burrow and get pretty powerful. There's also something called the Wormoid Hydra, which is like a lesser queen. Put 2 random Wormoids from your deck underground. Don't know. This sounds bad. Maybe we should start with 5? I don't know. Go with 10. Let's be adventurous. 20 sounds crazy. We'll end up with the queen, and she just spams worms. So here's the routes that I was telling you about with the different beasties. I'm not sure what black means. If that means like no. In the middle is the Wormoid Queen. On the right, Flame Spitter. On the left, normal Wormoid. Let's go to the normal Wormoid. You hear a distant rumbling. The ground occasionally trembles, rattling the loose sand on the surface. Something very large shifting back and forth beneath soil. Yay, it's green. Titan's Roar. That is a target troop gets this deals double damage. Yeah, at the end of your turn, your underground troops get Rage 1. Here, it's a normal Wormoid. Things like the piranhas you cannot do with these decks. You got to come back with like a proper expensive deck, and then you've got still pretty hard fight behind. Oh, cool. Here's these primals. I can turn these into what? Let's see. Gain all the thresholds that you need. Gain a charge. Does it count as a different color? I have no idea. Okay. We'll find out. One of the lost gnomes. Yeah, cool. What do I want to put out first? When a Wormoid enters play, put this into your deck and draw a card. Wow. Oh, cool. It has a nice animation there. So this is like a hidden mechanic. So I guess he can just pop it up any time he wants. I'm not sure. That is not a creature. Gonna fly over him. I'm not gonna attack just because I don't know how this works. I don't know if it's got like summoning sickness or anything when it's underground. Like it can't block. Oh, there's the rage. Gets 1 rage. Need to test this to see what happens. Aha. So we got a 4-3. He's got rage 2, so he's a 5-3. Tunneling 1, which you can tunnel this card by paying the tunnel cost. Puts it underground. Remains hidden from the opponent until it surfaces. Cannot be targeted. At the start of your turn, each underground card with tunneling gets a tunneling counter. Surfaces when the number of tunneling counters on it is greater than or equal to its number of tunneling. So it's got 1, so you can only do it one time. When an underground card surfaces, it is played for free immediately and gets speed. Okay, so it probably can't block then. That's good to know. Okay. Well. Not much I can do. I thought this was a 2-2 as well. It's a 1-2. Oh, double damage. Doesn't have crush, right? No, it doesn't. So I am going to have to block. I guess I'll just block with these two over here. Not using my the hero ability at the moment. Don't really want to throw any of these back. I actually like these. Got mesmerized by the animation. Knew something like that would happen. So you can flip this at some point. Not sure how that works. I think you can flip it any time, maybe. Yeah, something's gonna die. No. That must be a big one, since it's got 2 on it so far. Very strange. He's just gonna... It's gonna lose. Really easy. Right, that was very easy. Well, since this is kind of a strange one, I'm just going to do the first 2 attacks. Oh no! Okay, I will save that one for the next one, because this is going to be one of those tough battles. I don't want to spend another 30 minutes on there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.